Looks like Necalli is the pick, huh?
Okay, yeah.
You know, Filipinoman also beat Haitani in this matchup early in the year. He beat him 4 straight rounds against Necalli with Chun-Li.
Well, we'll see what he lands on.
Yeah, Filipinoman just has a good record against the character Necalli, and like he just talked about it, and he's like, I think the character is so straightforward and easy to beat with Chun-Li. He's just like, it just makes sense to me.
I really like how Filipinoman talks about the game. He, some people are afraid to say that their character is sick, that their character has good options.
He's like, my character's the best.
He's very upfront about that. And when he played Rose, he thought Rose was good, but he was legit about what her weaknesses were too. Like
right.
he's not the kind of guy that overvalues or undervalues his character. I think he's really smart about it.
He's very honest. And that's important, you know, when you understand the strength of your character. One thing about Filipinoman, you can see, yeah, he's not afraid of the options in neutral against Necalli. He'll just walk up. And you got to keep in mind, he's slippery, he's hard to pin down, and Eduardo has this walk forward offensive style, right? Wake up buttons from Filipinoman going to be a big thing. Lots of wake up jab. When you finally feel like, all right, I'm going to stuff this wake up jab, wake up bird.
He's definitely active.
Yeah, he's really tough to pin down on his own wake up.
Wow, jump medium kick, huh?
Yeah, Eduardo was ready for the air legs, and of course, instead it's a regular jump instead. Filipinoman does a good job of switching between the two. Now pressure for Eduardo. He's got the trigger, but so does Filipinoman. That means any big button into pop could be huge. All right, just spends it on the medium kick. Overhead clips. Oh, he went for another one.
Again, there's that active play, and right into the confirm into super. It should be the round.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue with Filipinoman, right? You try to smother him on wake up. No, he's got buttons. You try to get in there, make sure you have the meaty. It's EX Bird or counter pokes or something else, right? So it's like, he really is tough to pin down. Not only just in the way he moves on wake up, but also just in the way he moves in neutral. You never know when he's actually going to play slow or suddenly just get in. Yeah, just like that.
It's big strength of this character. She has, you know, she's the best, okay? She has the best mid-range, but she also has excellent pressure, and it's up to her which one to do at any one moment.
Right,
she can turn it on
that's
instantly.
super a strength of Filipinoman, too.
You're right. He always was good at that with Rose as well. Always slippery. Always knew exactly when to come in and when to stay out. Right now, though, I really like how Balrog is playing. I like the mobility backwards. See that? Backdash. Didn't want to deal with air legs. He was right. It came right then.
Matching the mobility of Filipinoman.
I think that's a strength of Necalli. He has that good dash, especially in trigger, but even without it.
With punish.
Dang, all right.
Big tag, and now he's got offense. Oh, yeah, it made it whiff? Is that the game because of it? I can't believe overhead made uppercut whiff. That's that.
Didn't that happen earlier in that round, too?
I don't know. I mean, I know she can low profile with low medium kick, but that was like meaty overhead, huh? Dang, Filipinoman was ready. He knows all the setups. And that's a terrifying Filipinoman because he did not lab setups in the last game.
Right.
All of his setups were just, this looks about the right time. He jumps in and does a cool setup. He did have some real ones, right? But, man, Filipinoman all over Balrog.
I remember him in SF4 saying that he would just whiff buttons randomly before people get up because they think it's going to be a legit setup.
Yeah,
and it wasn't.
Genius. The Mike Ross strategy. Boy, oh, man, big roundhouse. But look at Filipinoman in there on the legs.
I'm watching Balrog have a really tough time knowing when to do anything against Filipinoman. When is the time to go in? When is the time to press buttons?
He at least gets the uppercut, but it's just the one hit.
At least, I mean, he did get the side switch out of it, which is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, another series where Filipinoman hit a button. Will he challenge again? It was the wake-up button. Juggle. Not enough, but Instant Stomp will do it. And Filipinoman, 3 rounds now where he's looked so strong against Eduardo. It's so tough to figure him out. And when he says that, he just knows how to beat this character. You can see it. You can see it. He just has all the right ideas about what to do. And you have, you know, a defensive Necalli versus a Chun now who does not know when to move in or when to go for the seismo.
Right, like when to poke and what to poke with. I think he was trying to poke underneath the stand fierce, but instead it was air legs, and that got right through.
Jump over, not in time on the fireball. He does get meaty here.
It's going to have to be a big change in style for sure. I mean, Balrog cannot just play this mid-range. He needs to go in.
Oh, missed a combo. Filipinoman still with the lead, though. Super. And lots of meter.
Ah. Yes. Both have super now. Very risky to try. Ah, okay. Didn't try another seismo. Oh!
Crushed. And a lot of damage quickly eaten from Filipinoman. A little active on his wake up.
Or is he going to bait this stuff? No, he goes in for the grab. Love it. Love it. After having, well, I think it's genius. He had been moving backwards. He had done a couple of seismos, and that I think is a message to Filipinoman to say, yeah, look for something I'm going to do. It's now you're in reaction mode. Speaking of reactions,
there it is, and that's going to be a huge corner carry. The setup after this isn't huge, but you know, you got a lot of damage in corner carry.
I like the idea of going with that overhead. There's a lot of range on it. It can crush too. You can get over buttons.
Yeah, Filipinoman leads behind that fireball, missed the air legs, and Eduardo takes advantage of it. Trigger, and he will not spend CA, instead just the bar.
He knew it was overhead. There was no low block in there from Eduardo.
No, not at all. Oh, the low medium kick missed time. That'll low profile the uppercut. Big damage from Eduardo. And Meaty, overhead again. God, I was expecting overhead into EX Bird. Close to CA is Filipinoman, but he walked into it. All right, so Eduardo has sort of figured out this spacing. He's figured out how to intercept Filipinoman on the way in. That's an important realization you have to make.
He did look a lot better, that's for sure. And it wasn't just by going in. He had just had a better mid-range game.
Exactly. He realizes when the timing of Filipinoman striking forward and stabbing in is right. So now that he understands that a bit better, we'll see if Filipinoman will maybe change the style or just keep running into what Eduardo is sticking out. Air legs and air legs attempt from Filipinoman is no good. And Filipinoman really running into a lot of things now. I think Eduardo has sort of figured out where he likes to approach.
Well, maybe not. That's a nice snipe there.
No air legs from Filipinoman there, but now brings it out.
Again, it's just really like Ro's close medium kick. Is he going to go in for the grab, or is he going to go in for the legs? Whiff punish was there, and now Filipinoman the higher low. It's crush!
Oh, if he would have completed that, it would have been stun in the game, but instead now Eduardo has a chance, lots of meter.
Jumped in!
A big risk, but Filipinoman took it. Overhead whiff. Still.
Balrog just getting out of there. No punish! Again the miss!
Does he EX Bird? No, and Eduardo takes advantage. Trade.
It's so tough to know where
he
Ed's
took the
gonna
risk
be.
on the uppercut, and he chased him down with the throw.
Match point now for Eduardo. There were parts of that round where Filipinoman had a huge chance to take it.
Yeah, it was just that understanding from Eduardo now. Bird for Filipinoman. Corner carry. It's a real meaty. Oh, anti-air's no good, and Eduardo now has reset because of it. Blocked.
Oh, man. Bad news for Filipinoman. I love these mix-ups from Balrog. He's making it work out excellently. Oh,
a drop from Filipinoman.
What's the deal?
That's a big miss.
In this game, both this round and last round, there have been problems.
And just jumps again. He finds the hit, though.
Oh,
another
yes!
one.
No, he saves bar.
Yeah, he wants to save it if
Overhead.
there is a last round. But this is
Wasn't
still
enough.
a huge... Oh, the jump does get sniped, and we're in the last round, both with full resources. And Filipinoman, so shaky looking, but now has sort of settled.
Well, he really settled. I mean, that jump was such a surprising jump, and he was ready with the stand short, even still.
Air legs all day, and Eduardo no uppercuts on these ones. The low, medium punch
he
poke.
thought he could whip punish. It's a nice idea. Not quite there, though, and he's going to eat a lot of red for it.
Yeah, a lot of damage. But, you know, it's pre-V-trigger Necalli. So Filipinoman still has a lot of resources, including trigger.
Oh, whip punish. He got it. This time, he is there, and he spends the whole bar himself.
Yeah, he's going to get mixed up afterwards. We'll see. Maybe Eduardo will late rise so that the B-skill mix-up is not as bad.
Right, yeah, that's the question. Yeah,
late rise.
Yeah, he knows.
Just
he
gets
knows
caught.
Match point both right now. Nope. Could have had something. Can he get in? Stand jab was there. Here's Balrog. He needs more.
Oh, it was just out of range for that low medium punch.
Not quite there.
The stomp, it's on the other side, and Eduardo, it's a guess. Is it the bird or not? It is, and that is that Eduardo. Balrog over Filipinoman.
I love how Eduardo started